Hi, Michelle. Congrats on publishing with context. So first of all, why do you want to publish your ideas with context?
Yeah, well, so why not? I love the idea of sharing research in an accessible way. When I write, I'm trying really hard to do justice to the stories that people share with me. And Context is a journal that, among other things, allows researchers to convey information through story retelling. And I'm also happy to be in such good company in Context.
Okay, good. And in the latest issue, you published a feature article, The Retirement Paradox. So would you like to walk us through your main arguments and what are the main takeaways from your article?
Sure. So the main argument is a well-known conundrum that exists whereby we as a society agree to live within specific boundaries. And we follow certain norms to help maintain order, even when these rules limit our possibilities for contentment. So with retirement, there's a fundamental tension between the autonomy, flexibility, and the lack of boundaries that are associated with it, and our interest in maintaining structure, a sense of connection to society, and personal fulfillment. Now, I think that most people can't wait to retire, but most people also haven't considered the challenges that are associated with it, including the financial risks, the potential health challenges that tend to coincide with getting older, and the sense of loss of personal identity, particularly for people whose life work was closely associated with their sense of self-worth. So the takeaway that I want for readers is to take some time to think about what you imagine your own retirement to be like. The thing is that if we're lucky enough to live long enough, we all become older folks. So we all potentially face the threat of becoming socially marginalized or blamed for the ills of society or becoming dependent on others. And my research suggests that retirement's way better off if you're prepared, if it's your choice, and that society stands to benefit from individuals taking the time to think about your own retirement and develop your own ideas about it.
And how do you think your ideas are relevant to the broader public?
What I sort of hope is the takeaway is that more of us, that we consider that as more of us are more likely to live longer, those of us who retire at prescriptive age milestones or who let age dictate the decisions that we make, um, there's more and more of us who have more years to fill and to fund. And so many of our ideas about retirement are outdated. In the article, I have a little reminder that retirement pensions were created to kick in after the average worker was dead. And even with the pandemic interference, we still observe that life expectancy has been on the trajectory of increasing more in the last 2 centuries than in all of human history. So, there's an important subset of workers who are not interested in retiring or who prefer not to view retirement as this sort of binary decision between being working and non-working member of society. And in many cases, we're missing out on intellectual contributions and being governed by anachronistic norms. So my work asks readers to consider this risk and for us to work together to creatively rethink our social expectations about age, about work, and about retirement.